Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, and before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog, but in this one, Disney is going to choose my reads. And if you're like, how the hell is Disney going to choose your reads? Basically, I've put a bunch of characters, songs, and movies that are Disney movies and characters, and I've put them on a spinner wheel, which I will pop a picture up on the screen right now so you guys can see what the wheel looks like. I'm going to be spinning it 3 times, and I'm going to have to find books that match those, whatever we spin, those characters, songs, movies. And some of these are probably going to be quite loosely related. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but they're going to choose what I read, and those are the 3 books I will be reading in this video for you guys. So let's just get into our spins. This is not a great angle, but I am in front of my TBR shelves, and you can also see the little bit down here. And we got Cinderella, so I'm going to be choosing a book that I think kind of matches Cinderella. I could take this 2 ways. I could take the movie, which is called Cinderella, or the character Cinderella. And I don't know. I'm going to have a little look at my shelves and we'll see what options we have. I found 3 options, and the first one is probably the most not connected. I chose The Path to Loving Him by Megan Quinn, and this one is because the cover is blue and Cinderella's dress is blue. So that one doesn't really go as well as some of the other options might. So I'm not sure about this one, but I think it's a one night stand. It's single dad. And I love Megan Quinn's writing. So I am really excited to read this one, but I don't know if it fits Cinderella as well as I could find a book. And next we have one that is, this is A Nordic King by Karina Halley. This one is also blue, and it is a royalty romance where he is royalty. He is the king of Denmark, but, you know, in Cinderella, Prince Charming is a prince, and she is not royalty. And in this one, she is not royalty either. I'm pretty sure it's single dad. I'm pretty sure it's nanny. And that's really all I know about it. But I've read from Karina Halley in the past and enjoyed it. But that was years ago. Hopefully, I still love her writing. And this one, it sounds really good. And it does match in 2 different ways. It matches to the Cinderella dress and the premise of the movie. So I feel like this one's probably in the lead for what matches the most. And the last option I have is The Very First Night by Nicole Ryan. This one has a clock on the cover, and it also has an even larger one on the back. And if you know that, if you know Cinderella, you know when the clock strikes midnight, everything goes back to the way it was. So I feel like that could work. And it also has to do with time. It says, when Kat wakes up 5 years in the past in her college dorm room on the exact day she met the one that got away, she is left with the ultimate second chance, the opportunity to do it all differently. And I feel like that the whole time element has to do with Cinderella as well, like the movie. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I have decided on The Very First Night by Nicole Ryan. This is the first book we have chosen to read in this video. So let's spin the wheel again. I found 2 options. We have Power Play by Chelsea Curto. I chose this because the main character, her name is Piper, and Pascal starts with a P, Piper starts with a P, and also the title starts with 2 P's. But this is a hockey romance. It's book 2 in the DC Stars series, and I loved book 1, and I'm very excited to continue. And I'm not sure. I think it might be Fake Relationship. Anyways, I am very interested and excited to read this one. Then the other option we have is Match Point by Catherine O'Reilly. This one I chose because it's green. Pastel's green. This is a tennis romance, and it says summer in London can only mean one thing: tennis. And apparently it says at a tennis tournament, and that's really all I know. And I decided to go with Power Play. I am so excited to continue this series, so this is the one we will be reading in this video. Okay, this one was extremely difficult, and I fear none of these really are as close as I'd want. So we got A Whole New World, and that is a song from Aladdin. And our first option is Overgrowth by Mira Grant. This is about aliens, and it is set on Earth because it is an alien invasion. They are taking over Earth, but they're from a whole new world. And yeah, so I don't know if that one really works, but there's a world on the cover. It takes place in a world. Yeah, that one's a bit of a stretch. They all are, to be honest. I also have A Nordic King by Karina Halle, which you saw earlier. This time I was thinking, because she's not royalty, she becomes the nanny for the king and for his children, and that's like a whole new world, because royalty, not the same as everyday normal. Not that they're not normal, but regular life. And so that's definitely a whole new world that she's going to be entering. So that kind of works. And then these two are for the same reasons as each other, is Death in the Cards by Mia P. Manansala and Playing Hard to Get by Monica Murphy. These both have 4 words in the title, and A Whole New World is a whole new world. So 4 words? I don't know. But anyways, this one I believe is young adult. I think it has something to do with tarot. It could be a mystery or thriller. I think it's a mystery. But this one I've heard nothing about. And then this one is a contemporary sports romance. I think it is, yes, he's on the football team. And yeah, she's tutoring him. Sounds really good. It's college, and this one, it sounds good. So those are our options. These are our options right here. Let me know which you would choose and which one you think works the best for the prompt. Part of me is like, we have all romance already, but I think we're going to go with Death in the Cards. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Death in the Cards. This will be our 3rd book that we are reading in this video. Just to run through the books we are going to be reading. We are going to be reading The Very First Night by Nicole Ryan. Death in the Cards by Mia P. Manansala. And Power Play by Chelsea Curto. Let's get reading. I've made it to page 124 in Death in the Cards, and so far I'm enjoying it. This is a mystery. Basically, our main character, she is a high school student, and she wants to be just like her mom. Her mom is a private investigator. She is a detective and has her own detective agency. And when our main character grows up, she wants to work there. And then someone approaches her because this person's sister is missing. And so she takes this case to her mom, and her mom's like, yes, we'll try and find her. And then they do start to do that, but the parents of the kid who went missing, not very helpful. They fire them. And so she is still being friends with the girl who came to her initially asking if they could find her sister. And these two are becoming friends. And there is tarot involved. Our main character does tarot readings. I wish that was more important and influential to the story. It kind of just feels like it's added in there. I really wish it was a little more involved, but I'm still enjoying it. Let's go continue reading. I finished Death in the Cards. I had a fun time with this. I gave it 4 stars. I would really recommend this. I loved our main character and I really enjoyed the plot and the writing. And overall, I just had a really fun time. I liked how it ended and I would recommend. So we are going to move on to our next book and I will update you guys when I've started it. I have started the very first night. I'm on page 152 and I'm really enjoying it so far. Basically, this follows Kat and she was in this relationship with this guy who she thinks is her soulmate, and they break up, and then she sees him again at one of their mutual friends' wedding, and then that night after the wedding, she goes back to her hotel room, and while she's laying in bed, she's like, you know, I wish I could do it all over and, get to be with him, and so then she wakes up in her college dorm from how many years ago? I'm not sure, but says 5 years in the past. And it's the day that she meets the guy that she thinks she's meant to be with, but she is so meant to be with her friend, Tanner. She met him the very same day, and he is so nice to her. He's always, had feelings for her, pined after her, and she just always wanted this other guy. And we're seeing it play out, and this other guy, not that great to her. So, I don't know, it's very frustrating because she's still, wanting to change everything about herself and do whatever she has to be with this guy, when there's this guy that she's friends with who's right there, just waiting for her to notice him. And I am enjoying this. I'm enjoying the writing, and I really just want Tanner and Kat to end up together. And I know there's a ways left to go over here. So it's going to be a fun time. I'm enjoying it, and let's go get reading. I just finished the very first night and I gave this 5 stars. I loved it. This book was so emotional and just really thought-provoking. I just really enjoyed this. I love these 2 characters so much. Tanner is definitely a book boyfriend. I'm obsessed with him. The writing was great, the story was great, and I definitely want to read more by this author in the future. If you have not read this book, I definitely recommend it to pretty much anyone out there if you enjoy a romance with a time travel-y magical realism element that's not too focused on in the book. I definitely recommend this one. I definitely think it's underrated and I would highly, highly recommend. That is it for this one. We are going to move on to Power Play and I will update you guys when I have made some progress in it. I have made some progress in Power Play. I am now on page 96 and I am loving this so far. Basically, what this book is about is it is hockey. This follows Piper and Liam, who we met in the first book. And Liam is the goalie for the hockey team. And Piper works for the team, she's a reporter. And then they are so cute together. Their interactions are so sweet. And basically, Piper is divorced. She was with the same guy since college. And he was not a good guy, not right for her. And so she's recently divorced and she's trying to get back out there, at least for sex. But she's like, maybe I need help. So she has enlisted the help of Liam and they are going to be, he's going to give her some spicy lessons. And I love that trope. And I'm very excited for the rest of this book. It's so good so far. I love Chelsea Curtow's writing, and this one is just shaping up to be such a good read, and I'm loving it. I love these characters. Let's go continue reading. I finished Power Play. I give this 5 stars. I adored it. These characters were everything. Chelsea Curtow is definitely one of my favorite authors. I need to continue reading this series and more by this author. I had the best time. I think I liked this even more than book 1, and it was just so enjoyable. I had a really fun time, and I can't recommend this book, this series, this author enough. This book was fantastic, and I love these characters. I'm so sad it's over, and I definitely want to read the 3rd book, and I I loved it. And that is gonna be the end of this video. So if you made it this far, please leave any pink emoji. And before you guys go, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.